Welcome. My name is Yao Awusu Jr. I am your resident vitality consultant. To my right, Andre Bivens Jr. To my left, the Terminator, Nicholas Lopez Jr. We are the Vitality Handbook. Remember, season 3. This is a continuation. That's how we look good. From our opposite episode, from our other episode, the mindset pillar. Now we're talking about sleep. How do we optimize that? This is just a conversation. We're going to start off with my man, the alien.
Ooh,
Andre Bivens Jr.
Hey.
Let's talk about sleep. Let's talk about it, baby.
Come in. I counted that. I blocked that. I buried that one.
You carried it. You carried it.
Block.
I can't carry it like him.
Okay, come on. How do we optimize sleep? Ooh. I got a lot of things on my mind right now about optimizing sleep. You need a significant other sometimes. Yo,
I'm not even.
Hold
on.
You need somebody.
Nah, let him go.
You need sometimes. It's just built up. It's just pent up energy. You just need to release and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, yeah, that helped. That's a tool. We're gonna use that as a tool. That's a tool. For sure. Okay, now you gotta still think now. We still gotta have our recovery in mind, our recovery phase. So when we wake up, them legs, we ready to go.
Make sure you have a sandwich.
Make sure you have a sandwich, some water, wake up in the morning, rehydrate. You know what I mean?
Actually, what you're saying is true. The bedroom for sleep, right? Mm-hmm. Making love, making dreams, making memories. That's how I look at it.
Put you in that deep sleep.
Hey, deep REM, rapid eye movement.
For real.
Okay. Hey, we're joking, but we're not joking.
Yeah,
you need a release. A lot of people are very pent up and they don't have a release. Having a partner that is into aiding, that can be very, very important. Nicholas, I have a inkling that you might be going a different direction. Optimization.
Yeah, we could go with conversation. Yes, it could go a different direction.
I mean, excuse me, I'm ordering my food because I have to prep for my training, which we'll talk about nutrition next episode.
Woo!
Where we'll be wearing different outfits, okay? So, I mean, what Dre said was bars. I just find it, just because of lifestyle decisions, that is the difference between all three of us. I just made a comment, but it was funny to see Dre's face. I wish you could. It's definitely going. I want that snapshot. I want that snapshot as soon as you said it, because that was funny. Right now, I'm using the Oura ring. Okay, shout out to the Oura ring. Nice. Shout out to the people trying to bring more awareness to people about wellness. What Yao said is right. I'm not gonna get in that mode right now. I would say this has been super helpful because it allows me to. It's almost like tracking. Like you just get to you tracking your weight when you trying to build muscle. Last week you were able to lift 100 pounds. This week you're able to lift 500 pounds.
That's dope.
I mean, I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, I know.
But
the commercial.
Okay, exactly. That's
the commercial. The ad.
Really, you able to lift 110 pounds? That's going to make the difference for me. So, even the small changes. That's a great segue into the small changes that I wanted to see because I want to know really what I tell my clients, and it's my job to continue exploring the 5 pillars. You guys are listening to us talk about it, about our experience. Trying to make ourselves the best possible, help others make themselves the best possible through sleep in this area. And we talk about the other pillars in other episodes. So I needed to know how bad my bad sleep was and how good my good sleep was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
If I had lemon water, I know I got to have lemon water, that alkaline nutrition, but maybe if I had it 2 hours before, all of a sudden, that shot me up 10 points. And my body temperature was this, and my HRV was this, and all these kind of variables were up. So I'm just really, right now, it's okay to, when people get these things, in my perspective, how I use these trackers is, you need a program for a tracker. Okay. You need a program. So you need to have a routine. What routine are you going to be measuring for? Okay. You can't just wear this and say, okay, I'm going to now sleep great.
Which most people believe.
Okay, this is not the Okay, so I'm gonna shift this, and Dre, you can edit whatever you need to. But personally, when it comes to sleep, we're talking about, in this case, I just got the Oura ring, and this is a great time to talk about the use of things, of biometrics, and how biometrics will evolve in the future. But number one, on the consumer level, because everybody's buying this, not only experts, not only wellness experts, like all three of us, everybody's buying it. So how do we use something that gives you your biometrics? Well, number one, it's used to measure, okay? But really, it's going to expose certain habits, your current behaviors. It's going to let you know, hopefully that's what you get out of it. Like, that's what you're supposed to be getting. Hopefully,
yes.
like,
hopefully.
Number one, we're all on the same page. We can't wear a tracker and say, this is, just by wearing this, like I'm the Green Lantern, that I'm going to put this on and immediately get better sleep. No, right? This is going to reveal to me how my current behaviors are helping me get a high score or a low score. So it's like a game.
So it helps you program.
Well, first for the general person is like, it's just going to let them know, how do your behaviors measure up? Okay, if you went out partying last night and, oh shit, and then you needed a ring to help you track and say your sleep score is now 0 because you went out last night, had a bunch of alcohol, you barely got any sleep, okay? But as far as how, let's say professionals would use it, is how I'm using it is, okay, I have a program, I have a sleep routine, okay? I like, for example, I like to set my room at 68 degrees, okay? Because a lot of people have spoken about how that's optimal temperature, and how temperature affects your sleep. So let's just say off that, every time before bed, I'm gonna set the temperature at 68 degrees, okay? I wanna now see, okay, what does that actually, how does that look like in a score, and in a biometric score? I already know that setting it is gonna be good for my sleep at 68 degrees, but I wanna see what's the number behind that.
Okay. So
it's curiosity.
So
yeah, it's good.
Carrying on that conversation about optimizing sleep, we're looking at the rings. This is different rings. This is a wedding band.
Yeah, that's a different sleep tracker right there.
This might help you sleep.
For real.
This might not help you
Might
sleep.
not.
Beautiful doctor. Jadina. The one about Owusu, my queen. Obviously, this helps me sleep. Right? Okay. I love it. Mike, yeah. Wow. So Nicholas is using this as an assessment tool. Yes, this assessment tool will help you get into a routine. So, Dre, when we're talking about assessing your sleep, whether it's good sleep, bad sleep, I'm looking at sleep hygiene. You have dental hygiene, you have nutritional hygiene, you also need sleep hygiene. How well is your sleep? The Oura ring or other things can help you assess how well your sleep is. You can't just put it on and automatically, poof, you're in rapid eye movement sleep and you're all good, right? You have to actually program. So getting into a program, give us a personalized experience of how programming for sleep, it could be for bodybuilding, powerlifting, boxing, all the multiple dimensions of wellness that this coach does. How can sleep currently, or how does sleep currently help you adjust, recover, take it however you want?
For what I find, I know we said personalized. Think like a couple episodes, we gave them like supplements to go to sleep and stuff like that. I say kind of find out, when you wake up on some of those days, you're like, man, why do I feel so tired? Or wake up on some of those days and you feel super energetic.
Right.
Like find out, it's good to actually, like you said, so, journal. Journaling sleep actually. We never really journal sleep, right? We think it. Journal when we wake up, how the sleep was the night before. I ate this, or I slept with my shirt off or on. Right. It's little things like that, man. Comfortable like underwear, whatever. If you don't wear underwear and you get better sleep like that, do it that way. You know what I mean? If you get better sleep that way, do it that way. You know what I mean? If you sleep better with a sheet, or a blanket, like who knows,
I love that.
So I would say that's what I was like thinking as far as that. We did so many episodes where we gave those type of gems out, but I would say for sure a journal. So wake up and say, then usually I'll have water 1 hour before, 2 hours before I go to sleep versus right before bed. Or I took this supplement before bed and the inflammation feels like it's gone. So what I've, with the foot injury, you guys probably still don't know. We trucking. The year, it's over. August 16th, made a year. Foot feels great moving. With the foot, that definitely kind of messes with my sleep, because if you wake up and you feel a little pain and you're like, damn, I should have iced my foot last night. I should have took the turmeric last night. Right. You know what I mean? So I would say, honestly, for this past couple, my sleep has been really well, and I would say focusing on the foot, I would say my icing and turmeric actually is helping me, so when I wake up, I can perform because my foot gets stiff. Obviously, you already know you have an injury, you got to loosen it up, it's stiff. So I would say I've been more focusing on my foot recovery, so when I wake up, I can move and I can perform, versus me thinking like, damn, my foot might be set back. We all know, about those, those issues right there, But that's basically what I've been doing, like programming my sleep around my foot.
I like that.
And with the journal thing, like you said, I didn't ice my foot, I didn't take my turmeric, or, usually I sleep with my son, and then I fall asleep with him, and, or he falls asleep with me, he helps me relax. I put him in his bed, whatever helps you get sleep. You know what I'm saying? To make you actually go to sleep immediately versus just kind of laying in a bed and your mind is wandering. Because that can affect the sleep too as well. That's pretty annoying, actually.
I like that. And like you said, most people don't journal their experiences when they wake up. I think that's very, very important. Here at the Vitality Handbook and Peak Vitality Solutions, aka PC, Prolific Creators, we do that through assessments. That is a journal. How does your sleep go? Do you remember dreams? So that's a way to kind of figure out, again, this is a big assessment tool. The Oura is assessing your sleep. Getting up, waking up, journaling, you've assessed how your sleep was. Now let's get to, we've got the assessment, Oura, we've got the assessment, journaling. How do we actually develop good sleep hygiene? Once you assess, you see if it's good or bad. Now we want to make a preparation and protocol. How do you prep yourself? He said, my foot, inflammation there. I'm icing turmeric. That is his preparation to sleep, to have a good night's sleep, right? I'm going to go with what I always use is a routine for bedtime. Brushing your teeth. Now that I have a baby, I make sure he's asleep, like you said. Have a wife, I make sure she's good, and then it's time for daddy to go into his routine. I stretch, I make sure that I have a very solid mind. I don't have an argument, and if I do have an argument, I apologize or I talk to whoever I argue with, so I have a clear mind state. What I do is I do a brain dump. So all of my stresses for the day, everything Nick and Dre say I have to do, you have this assignment, we have these corporate clients, I journal it out down and get it all in my head, then I sleep, in 5 minutes I'm out. That's my routine based on my assessment of journaling and see what works for me. Okay. So to give them a gem, doesn't have to be a routine that you do. What would you give to the audience of what can they do to start? I want to start my journey on having good sleep hygiene.
Well, I want to first say, I want to hit both perspectives, because the audience could be the professionals in the space,
right,
or just the regular people.
General pop.
Yeah, I want to categorize my answer into two ways. One for the coaches in the wellness industry,
okay,
for the professionals within the wellness industry, serving others.
Got it.
And the people who are not in the wellness industry and they're just trying to improve themselves.
Okay.
All right, that's the angle I want to take.
Okay.
On the for the coaches, especially as I was the coach without any sleep.
For real.
So that means that when clients come to you with sleep issues and that's holding them back, that you're not going to really be able to help them either, right? So you, number one, have to be the role model for all your clients, and you have to be on point. So that's what we talk about every single pillar, because when you're working with these 9-figure businessmen and women and these leaders and communities, and you have to lead by example. So my perspective on that is realize that it does add value, sleeping, right? Realize that it does add value because real life example to the coaches, your client walks in, bags on the eyes and the ear, okay, they told you, they just want to lose 10 pounds or build muscle. But you see them come in, like, what are you about to do? Like, what do you do? And to be able to answer that and, to take what we're saying and think about how to then realize that it adds a lot of value, okay? Don't just pretend don't just say, yeah, you grind life. Okay, you grinding. No, if you're smart enough to figure out how to make these meals you smart enough how to figure how to get some damn good sleep.
Yeah.
So that's for the coaches. On the general pop side, I would say, how is it working for you? This is like what Dre would say, or you would say. It's like, how is only getting 2 hours of sleep working for you? And like, don't lie to yourself, because I was lying to myself. And hold on, time out. We're actually biologically engineered to lie to ourselves in a sense. And if anybody can help me with the science on this, drop it in the comments. Please, okay, I'm inviting you to add additional language to this, but I know this is true because this is what I was going through, right? And this is, again, polish this up for me, guys. We're inviting you to show your knowledge here. All right, because the community. So I was getting 2 hours of sleep every night, okay? Every night. And I was powerlifting. I was doing about 40, 50 sessions a week, okay? But Dre was the only person really, everybody saw me, but Dre's the only person who still kind of can take that type of energy. I was like, yo, Dre, I feel like I'm on Adderall. I feel like I've never tried it. I feel like I'm high right now. I'll go up to Dre and be like, yo, I'm wired. I feel like I'm on cocaine. I've never tried cocaine. I just feel if this is what it feels like. And then going back and after after learning my lessons, I was like, your mind is a survival mechanism. So it's like, if this is what it thinks it needs to do to survive, this is what it would do. My mind was basically playing tricks on me. My gem to the people would be, be honest with yourself about where your sleep is at. Because even for me, realize that your mind will play tricks on you. If you think you have to sleep for 2 hours to survive, your mind will realize that and literally do what it takes, whether that's boosting your adrenaline, your cortisol through the roof. So you go into that example of what I was talking to Dre, saying I feel high, feel like I'm wired, lying to myself, telling Yao, asking me, yo, you sure you're gonna be good with 2 hours of sleep? I'm like, yeah. Do you realize who you're talking to, Yao? I don't need sleep, Yao. You see me? Okay, 40, 50 sessions a week, Yao. Okay, going to school full time, Yao. You think I need sleep? So that's my mind playing tricks on me. But if you were to probably take a blood test on me in that very moment, I was about to.
We know what happened. We know what happened next.
I got injured, but it could have been even worse. So my gem would be honest with yourself. Really be honest with yourself about, are you really at your best? Because there's some other things I'm going to say here that I wasn't able to do because I was lying to myself about sleep.
Yeah, for sure. I like that.
Definitely going to talk about that.
Be honest with yourself about that sleep. All right, so Dre, Jim, if someone wants to optimize their sleep or optimize their sleep hygiene, what do you got for them?
We spoke about journaling. I think you should have a routine as soon as you get off of work, as soon as you get home. For sleep, so as soon as you get home, because the first thing we do, most general pop people, even me, we all do it. Let me sit on the couch. And what happened? Mindless scrolling starts to happen.
Mindless
Then
scrolling.
mindless scrolling, right? Whatever it is, business, it's just mindless scrolling. You don't need to be on it. Just do it tomorrow. Just put it down and do it tomorrow. Mindless scrolling. Okay, give me 5 more minutes. I'm gonna put this down. Get away from this, and what happens? It's an addiction. Go back. You right back on it. You're like, yo, what the? You're like, yo, I'm not sipping. Yo, it's crazy. Hold on. Right? So I would say, have it to where you, put it on your refrigerator like we spoke before. I would say that's the best thing. And just have it, put up on the refrigerator saying, say you get off at 6 p.m., right? You get home, let's say 7:30. Take your hour to get home, right? 7:30, go in. Okay, I got to do this at 8 p.m. So I have 30 minutes to just sit down at the kitchen table or however this stuff is. Just sit down and just whatever. Schedule yourself. So schedule yourself how is if you're working for someone or your boss or whatever, if you're an employee, they're scheduling for certain things or how you schedule your clients. Do the same thing. So make your own schedule. You go, okay, I have to do this at 8 p.m. Let me do this. Okay, I took care of this. All right, now I should finish this. I should be able to finish this in 10 minutes. But if you don't have that schedule, that's going to go for an hour when you could have finished that in 10 minutes.
Bars. Okay.
You could have finished that in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right? Have a timer on it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Use your timer. Yeah. I should have been done and work against your timer. Right. Challenge yourself. So all of a sudden now you let all that time pass, it's 11 o'clock. Damn. I could have did this in 1 hour from 8 to 9. I could have had 9, 10, 11, and whatever time. Now you got 2 to 3 hours of free time. So I would say that's the best thing to do. Have your own schedule. You're scheduling yourself. Challenge yourself. Put yourself on a timer. Boom.
I
That's
like
a gem.
that. I like that. So what I'm getting out of this is pretty simple. You assess yourself, Oura ring, journal it down. You prep yourself, turmeric, ice, making sure you have your temperature at that cool 68 degrees, and then actually make a routine. So the best routine is something you're gonna follow. I'm not gonna give you anything special. I brush my teeth and go to sleep. I talk to my kid, I go to sleep. I eat, rest, go to sleep, right? Make sure you have some sort of routine and then add to that routine by listening to us or other professionals on how to optimize that sleep. As always, every day you're given the choice, the responsibility to be better than you were yesterday. Transform your body, transform your mind, also optimize your sleep. Let's get into it.